One man says T had a very poor neighbor who sold bread on the streets. He didn't earn much money from that job, and he supported a large family who spent on his earnings. He made so much money selling bread that he was less than a quarter of the salary of a public servant. Nevertheless, I always saw him happy and smiling as if he owned all the wealth in the world. I thought, how can this man be so happy even though his finances are so bad and his means of livelihood are so few? Then I said to myself, where is this happiness? Why do I not feel it? My finances are so good. I have a big house, I have money in the bank and everything I need, yet I do not feel this happiness. I was disappointed and decided I wanted to know what was the secret to her happiness. The man says, I started waiting for Friday because it was a holiday. I had breakfast with my family, then I took my car and got to the place where the man was selling bread. T began to see him from a distance. He had not yet sold anything or started the day. After a long wait, a little girl came, and the man put many loaves in a bag and gave them to her. The girl took the bread and went away. I was surprised that he was giving him such a large amount of bread for free while he had not yet sold anything. I was worried how he would make money while he was sharing bread for free, even though his earnings were very low. But the real surprise came when a few minutes after the girl left, suddenly a crowd of people gathered in front of her as if there were no more bread sellers. I was watching it all and couldn't believe how it was all happening. I waited until he had sold all the bread, and then I went to him and said, "Oh Allah, you have sold all the bread." He answered, "Praise be to Allah, this is the bounty of Allah. Do you want to take bread?" I said, "Yes, but now you have no more bread." He said, "T will give you my portion of bread." I said, "No problem, I'll buy it somewhere else." Then I offered to drop it off at my home. He told me he was waiting for someone. I said, "Well, we wait together." A little later, the same girl came again. The man put some money in her hand and asked her to go home immediately. Then we got in the car and started walking, and I asked her, "What's the story of this girl?" She answered, "This is the daughter of my friend who used to sell bread with me, but she became ill and died and left behind a family of only women. When I asked them what they were doing, they said they had been hungry for 2 days and had been collecting leftover food, so Elle decided I would sponsor them as much as I could." The man said I was so moved that I could not hold back my tears. Then I knew what was the secret of his joy. The story is over, but the lesson isn't over yet. Then, if you are looking for someone who is hungry or in need of help, you will be able to help them. If you have read it completely, please like it and send a prayer to the Prophet.